This is one of the most important parts of both embassy and university recommendation. Hi everyone, I am Shripriya, just a regular brown girl in Japan, and today we'll be talking about another way to get the MEXT Scholarship, which is university recommendation. In my previous video, I talked about the embassy recommendation, so if you haven't checked it out, check it here and let's dive into it. As the name suggests, in university recommendation, your desired university should recommend your name to the MEXT in order to receive the scholarship. Unlike embassy recommendation, there is no preliminary screening in this process. So university recommendation allows you to apply to your targeted university directly. Since this method is university specific, the guidelines for applying for the scholarship is also very subjective. So today I will try my best in explaining the general procedure that most universities tend to follow. In this video, we'll talk about the eligibility criteria, application process and timeline, and how to reach out to your potential supervisor. There are three main eligibility criteria: grade point, nationality, and language proficiency. Talking about the grade point, you should hold at least 2.3 out of 4 in your most recent degree. If you're currently attending college, then your cumulative grade until your most recent semester will be considered. I know in India, a lot of colleges give out a grade point out of 10. So don't worry, just calculate the equivalent and you're good to go. Talking about the nationality, you should not be residing in Japan at the time of the application. If you're from India, then you're eligible to apply, but if you're from other countries, I have shared a link in the description to check if you're eligible to apply. Talking about the language proficiency, for English, the universities either accept TOEFL or IELTS. Since this is university specific process, the threshold score for each university is also different. A lot of universities also accept just a certificate indicating that your most recent course or college degree was in English. So it's a good idea to check on the university's homepage. Now we talk about the application process. The application process for university recommendation is fairly simple. It can be divided into two steps: reaching out to a potential supervisor and then applying to the university. The first step is to reach out to the professor you are interested in working with. If the professor agrees to be a potential supervisor, then he shall contact the international division regarding the further process. Please note that the seats for the MEXT university recommendation are quite limited. Moreover, not every department will be accepting applications at the time. Therefore, I think it is important to start your process 2 to 3 months before the actual deadline. This will give you enough time to reach out to a number of professors, and if unfortunately you do get rejected from your primary choice of lab, you would still have a backup. Talking about the deadline, it is subjective for every university, but usually for fall admissions, which are in October for Japan, the application starts from November to January. There is a document screening as well, where you need to send your documents via post to the Japanese university. However, it has a separate deadline and the university will inform you about that. Now the question comes, how to reach out to your potential supervisor. This is one of the most important parts of both embassy and university recommendation. This is because in Japan, the programs are thesis based, which means you need to have a potential supervisor before you actually come here. Your professor or your potential supervisor must think that you're a good fit for the lab. So how do you convince them? Well, first impressions are really important, and here it will be the email that you send them. Your email shouldn't just describe who you are. Your CV is going to do that for you. What we need here is to convince the professor how your research interest aligns with theirs. A good starting point will be to read about their current research work and mention that in the email, describe how it connects with your current work that you are doing. If possible, also give a few ideas of how you would approach that research problem in the future. In this playlist, I talked about the MEXT Scholarship as well as the application process for both embassy and university recommendation. I will be concluding this series with my next video. In that video, I will be talking about how to crack your interview and how to write a good research theme that will get you noticed. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, and bye bye.